Oh, look at the smile on my face right now. Why? Because we are in for a real comedic treat. Not just today, but every day that he steps onto a stage. We are joined in studio by the hilariously talented, wonderful human being that is Nik Rabinowitz. He is here to give us the inside scoop on his upcoming show, the first of 2024, Rambunctious. It's set to start on January the 30th at the iconic Baxter Theatre. It's a good place to have a laugh. That picture speaks volumes. Why aren't you wearing that outfit right now, Mr. Nik Rabinowitz?
Yeah, I should be. It's quite iconic, as you say.
Like you, my brother.
Really?
Like
I'm an
icon.
icon.
You're an icon. And you are. And I love you because you're just funny, dude. You capture what we need to laugh about so beautifully. And boy, don't we need a laugh right now. Kids have started school. I would imagine that's given you some comedic fodder. How was the year started for you? How was your beautiful family, my brother?
My family are great. I'm so happy they're out of the house and back at school. I'm excellent. I'm crippled with self-doubt and anxiety, but the meds have really kicked in. So I'm very calm at the moment.
But isn't that the comedic way? We always think that you're light and fluffy, but comedians have to go to dark places to find it, man.
We like Dante. We have to walk through the inferno, and there's no way out other than through.
You just got to do it, man. And boy, isn't collectively the world being pushed through one of those gateways right now?
It's a crazy time, isn't it? I wish we could just go... The other day I said this to myself, can't we go back to 2019? And then I remembered, I Googled it, and I found that 2019 was a terrible year.
Did it exist?
Can you remember
Did it
what
actually happen? No, I blocked it out.
Terrible things. Nescafe, I mean... Nestle changed the dairy milk recipe. The Game of Thrones finale was a great disappointment. And Apple brought out the new phone with the old headphone jack. Didn't fit.
Oh, and we lost. When did we lose fish paste?
I don't know. Oh, that went out as well.
Speaking of which, how do you, because I find you're funniest when you're just flowing, but you've got to go onto a stage with a structure.
Yes.
You can't just go out there and spit, as funny as you are.
Yes.
How do you build a set? Take us inside the crazy clockworking mind of Nik Rabinowitz. Where do you start?
Well, I collect daily things that happen to me. Like, you know, I'll make a note in my phone. Today I went on the Expresso set, and who knew that the whole theme would be green, that Graham would be in green, that I'd be wearing my green pandas and polar bears. And then I'll say to myself, no, there's no comedy there.
There's nothing.
But things happen, a lot of strange things happen to me, and they make it into the show. For example, ISIS threatened to blow me up last year, so that I've got a whole 10 minutes on that.
Oh, wow. Oh, you can make it 15 now. 15, 20 minutes now. I think you could do it. Because you have to walk that line. And I think comedy is kind of re-evolving in the sense that there were so many sacred cows that no one would touch. And now it's almost like, nah, we're going to go there because we need to deal with these things. For instance, understanding what rambunctious means.
Yes,
so
rambunctious actually means boisterous self-expression or exuberance, because you can't use the term tomboy anymore.
And that's about 15 minutes as well.
Which is about my daughter, Sophie, who is rambunctious.
As she should be.
Yes. A woman says to me, is she such a tomboy? And I said, you can't say that.
No, you're not allowed. Officially, it's written down somewhere that you're not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Banter with the boys. You have an opportunity to sit down with the boys, speaking of which, Jean de Villiers.
Yeah.
There are different ways that you can ply your trade now as a comedian, and it's meaty. There is so much fun to be had out there just doing what you do. Talk us through that mode. How different is it to be funny in a different space? On stage, it's all you, it's yours to control. When you've got to step out of that lane and start doing other things.
Sorry, I'm just looking at that giant sweat patch under your arm.
This one?
Yo.
Is it a sexy one?
Guys, can we get him another...
It's because I'm a little bit fanboying right now with you, man.
Banter with the boys is
exactly like that.
Sports chat show. It's like the reverse sweep of chat shows where we get caught out by the BCC and the BCCI, which are Indian cricket overlords. But I sit down with sporting legends like Jean de Villiers, and we talk about toxic masculinity and the role of alcohol in sport, as well as mental health. And they're in denial, really, about all of those things. So we just end up talking about cool things, stuff happened after the game, and then, punch John Smith in the face.
And 4 World Cups, 4 Ellis trophies.
Amazing. No, it's very cool. I get to connect with my inner butt.
Why? Why do you need to do this, dude? Because you have a way. I think people, they know how funny you are, but I don't think people know how fiercely intelligent you are and how you're able to capture concepts. Don't get nervous, bro. Don't get a sweat patch, because you are that. Why do this? Why use your voice to address these things?
To address things that,
like
that
toxic masculinity, sweat patches. Stuff
well,
like
I think that we live in such a fake world, especially with social media. The degree of looking good and looking like you've got it all handled.
It's not true.
And people, if you spend a lot of time on social media, which I currently do because I'm addicted to it, I end up feeling really bad about myself at the end of it. And what I do enjoy is when people are just real.
Authentic. I love that.
So authentic. Authenticity starts with being authentic about being inauthentic, doesn't it? That's the tricky part.
No, I'm going to think about it for the next hour and a half, my friend.
You will work it out because you are also fiercely intelligent.
And rambunctious. That's why we fit in so well together. It's going to be an amazing comedy experience, but I think it's a window into the human condition that we need at this time of the year to refresh, refocus, and just have a belly laugh, because that's what you elicit, my friend.
It's going to be like Uppington, actually. It's going to be blazing.
Blazing above 40.
And you know, Uppington's the kinkiest town in South Africa. 60% of people there enjoy being tied up, which is not just the reason they're still there.
Well, a couple of them. If you're in Uppington right now, please send us videos and pictures. We love you. Nik Rabinowitz, you're amazing, dude. Thank you so much for being who you are every single day. Rambunctious is on at the Baxter from the 30th of January. Do yourself and all your friends and your family a favor. Get there and go and have a belly laugh.